basically, like, we all are looking for this magical life, right? This like sense of magic, and what does it even mean to us? I would love to know what it means to you. So please comment here in the text chat as well. If you're watching the replay, comment in and share with me what magic means to you right now, what a life of magic means to you, so I can understand what it means, because it can mean so many different things to everyone, right? And then we can as well speak a little bit about that. So I want to see your comments for that. But generally, what it means to most people, I would assume, is having definitely money. Money is one of the big things, right, that we feel and believe would bring us magic. So it's like money, having more money, but as well having more quality time with our friends and loved ones, and maybe having the things we want. Possibly traveling around the world, going and visiting different places, being in a relationship that is fulfilling, and all of that. Freedom, exactly, like freedom. And then go a bit deeper into it. What does freedom mean to you? What does that mean? So all of these things, yeah, imagine having the things, having more money, having all the things that you think that magic is, and it is that as well. It's not that it's not that, but there is really a deeper level to it, and I'm gonna get into this in a moment. But I just really want to highlight that there are many people out there that have all the things that we think we need to have. And as you're popping on, please comment where you're from, put in an emoji, and share what magic means to you. So, this magic, yeah, we are looking for it in all the things, in the places, in the experiences. And most of the time we are living in order to get the magic. So we are actually not really living in the magic. We maybe have some magic moments. Maybe we do things that make us feel excited. But what if I tell you now that you can live in the magic no matter what, and it can always be there, and that it's actually a vibration, a vibrational frequency that you want to align yourself to. And when you are in that frequency, then it doesn't really matter so much what you do. But the paradox is that what you do and the things that you want are going to come into your life more and more, because you are in that frequency. And that frequency and the magic key, the number one key to living a life filled in magic and in that frequency, is presence. So I really want you to take that in for a moment. Presence. The presence is a present, and we all love presents, right? Presents, gifts. And I know that we often hear that presence and coming into deeper present and being here, and it's a practice. I mean, meditation, yoga, it's all over the spiritual world. It's all over everything, right? The presence. But yet, let me ask you, are you really living in presence? Are you present with whatever it is that you are doing? Or are you just doing it in order to get it done and to get to the next activity, or to finally finish and then to finally have the magic and have the thing. Because the key is that yes, you can live a life where you are creating the things, and you may have more money and you have all the activities that you want to do, and it's really great, you know, you're having that life. And for a long time in my life, I was having the things, you know, and I mean having kind of that life that one would think would be like the magic life, you know, and obviously, yes, there's like room for improvement and greater visions and growing to the next level. All of that was still there, but you know, I had a life, like being in a beautiful relationship, doing a job that feels fulfilling, nurturing to my soul, you know, having an amazing clothing line, people love what I do, and being able to travel and living in nature and a place that I love, all the things. But yet, I still wasn't feeling really fully the magic of life. Only in some moments, only maybe when I do something that I really love, or I'm in this amazing holiday, or you know, it can as well be in simpler moments. Yes, I have, like, it's easier for me, of course, being out in nature, or maybe going for a walk on a beach, you know, in those moments. But then most of the time in my daily life, I was actually stressed, like thinking about all the things I have to do, my to-do list, what do I need to still achieve, what do I want to create, what do I not have yet. Like, one of the big topics in my life was, what do I not have, what do I want and I don't have, and constantly feeling like, oh, I need more of this, I need more of this, I need more money, I need more things, I want to do this, I want to do, you know. And I mean, yes, of course, like, have the vision, have the things you want. I have a lot of things that I want, and I'm creating them and going for it. Yes, yes, yes. But if you cannot live in magic and in presence and in freedom and in love right now because you believe you need this thing so that you can be there, there is something fundamentally wrong. Because I guarantee you that if you have that thing, there's going to be another thing, because it is external. It's not coming from inside you. It's not that you are the magic. And see that key? You are the magic, you are the presence, and from that space you create the things. And you know, of course, sometimes in life things can be like challenging. We go through processes, things can be difficult. Yeah, I'm not saying that everything is always perfect. That's, you know, it's definitely a delusion. But even if in that, if you're still deeply present with it and deeply in the magic with it, because even intense things hold their magic in their own, if we can get there and see that, you will be able to embody the magic on a deeper level and shift out of the things deeply, and then from that space create and curate that life of magic. Because at the end, we are so deeply conditioned to always want the next thing. It's all over the place. It's all over social media when we scroll through and see how other people have this life and have the things and are there and this, and I want that, I want to do that too, and I want this and all of that. We want to have the next spiritual high in the spiritual community. We want to feel like more blissful in, you know, generally billboards, advertising, showing us what else it is that we need. Right? And it's completely disconnecting us from the here and now, from what we have now. And if what you have now and the life that you are living now feels deeply unsatisfying to you, and you're like, I can't actually live in magic because I am in an abusive relationship, because the job I'm doing is so stressful, I really don't like it, I hate it, you know, all of that, then let me ask you, why? Why? Why are you doing it? Why are you there? You know? And it doesn't always have to be black or white, where, okay, now I'm going to leave my job, or I'm going to leave my husband, or I'm going to move into a different space. But it can be the middle way, where you ask yourself why, and what can you change, what can you do differently now in order to create this life of magic. And that's the question that I asked myself. I looked at my life and everything that I'm doing in my life and in my work, and I was asking myself, what can I do now and what do I have to change? And the first thing I went to was actually to my business, and I was taking out all the tasks that I don't love doing, that feel really heavy to me. And within that, there are some tasks that needs to be done that are not maybe my favorite things, but I can still do them. They feel light, they feel easy. But some of the things, they were just feeling really heavy, like I couldn't. And I felt that me doing them was actually not adding anything to my business. I just did them because I thought I had to do them. So I just took them out. It's like, okay, I'm just not going to do this anymore. And I stopped them. And nothing changed. Actually, it's funny because I swear, the moment I did that and I took more of the things out that I didn't want to do, things just became easier and more money was coming in. And even though I believed that I had to do all of these things, it was the opposite. And another thing as well was, just lost my thread. Yeah, okay, coming back to that. So basically, yes, I took that out because they felt heavy for me. And what I started to realize more and more in my life was that whatever I do, it's meant to feel light, and it's meant to feel easy, and it's meant to feel good. And sometimes there are things that I have to just get done, but in that moment, I just really don't feel it. I'm like, I just can't be bothered to do this right now. And then I trust that I'm putting it aside, and I trust that maybe in 2 hours, or maybe after I had lunch, or maybe the next day, I'll get back to it, and I get it done like that. So this is really important, that we are not coming from a pushing current, and it doesn't matter. You may be, you know, in a job, and in a corporate job, or you may be working for someone, or you may be doing something that is not, where you don't have that freedom to continuously choose exactly when and what you are doing, but you can still organize the tasks. Like, there is a sense of freedom that you have in your job, in what you're doing, and you can still organize it in a way that it feels more light. Maybe you can do them a bit slower. Maybe you can just in between stop for a moment and look outside, or take a breath and connect. Or if you have a home office, make it really beautiful, light a candle, do some movement in between, do things, bring in things that make you feel light and juicy and joyful. So then this energy can emanate into your work, whatever it is that you are doing. And especially if you are in a business, if you have your own business, if you are working with clients or have customers that selling products, you know, it's my other clothing, organic clothing line, we are selling products. It emanates out into it. The people feel it. They can feel the vibration. So whatever you do, do it with devotion. And if you really, really, really don't like it, if you're maybe in a job that you so don't like, find a way on how you can balance it. How can you maybe work in there less hours and find something else that you can do? There's always a way. No, that's the thing. That's the bottom line here. There's always a way to change. But you need to just have the courage and deeply contemplate on how you can make that happen. And as I said before, it doesn't have to be this radical thing of now I'm leaving my house and I'm going and quitting my job. And no, it can be in a balanced way. It can be different, but there is always a way. And this is your power. And you are a divine, magical creature. You are a divine being. You came here with great power, and it doesn't matter how or what you're channeling it into, but make sure you are channeling it into and not just dimming it by being disconnected to your magic, aka disconnected to the presence. And another thing that is extremely important in coming into presence, because yes, we can have all the different things, we can have the techniques, and naturally when we do things that we love more, we will be more present with them. But even in my life as well, as I was doing things more, I still had the monkey mind going on. There was still like a little thing where I was like, oh, there's something that's missing. I just don't know how to like get this, you know. And it's like, okay, yes, as soon as this happens and my business goes to the next level, or I have like the, you know, 5-figure months and all that, you know. But eventually I just went and I was guided deeply inside my being. And it's always like that. I feel as well, naturally, when one is so devoted to the path, you're naturally going to be guided into those spaces inside yourself. I was guided deeply inside my being, and I discovered that it was still coming from lack. That there was still something inside me deeply that was missing. There was like a sense of loneliness, a sense of lack, and I was trying to fill it with all the things. And even though I had already cut out the things I don't like and made it more balanced, and yes, experiencing more magic and maybe even, you know, being more present, but there was still the sense of lack. And this deep lack, this deep loneliness really comes, the core of it is a deep, deep separation to our totality, which is our divinity, our divine self. And please, I saw someone making a little thing. I want to know who's on here, so just make an emoji into the text chat so I can see your name. So, you know, this deep this connection to the divine, and it's very real in one way, and in another way it's not real. Because the divine is always there, we are always connected to it. It's always there, and the truth is, once we deeply connect to it, to our heart, to the love that it brings, which is in presence only and is the presence, the magic is there, because you are just magic. We are magic, right? We are magic. I mean, we are. So the way how to get there to reconnect back with the divine, is really deeply going within and healing all those parts that feel unworthy, all those parts that feel in separation. And last week I spoke about it in my Divine Power Life, the authenticity, being authentic to yourself, to your pain, and really going into it and feeling it on such a deep level, and then from that space bringing it into the unity of your heart and into the unity of love. And that happens. It's simple, can be very intense. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. It doesn't have to be an emotional roller coaster, constantly going up and down and left and right. And like, it doesn't have to feel heavy for days and days and days and processing the same thing over again and over again. And like, sometimes I speak to people and they're constantly just processing, like, and like, and then it's like the moon and the astrology, and it's like, no man, it's you. Go in, go to the root. And I understand it's not always easy, or sometimes not even possible to go into, I don't want to say not possible, but it can be difficult by yourself because you don't know how to get there. There may be fears, there may be blind spots in your life and patterns that are playing out that you can't even see. So I understand how, you going in and going into your own root and seeing the pieces is a very deep journey. Sometimes we may not even have the time to do that. If you do it alone, it may take a really long time. It may not even happen at all because, honestly, our mind, our ego, however you want to call it, is very tricky in distracting us from going deeper. So that's the work I do. That is essentially the work I do. Guiding the people that I work with on a very deep level by looking at their life, by looking at their energy field. And I am an energy expert. I can feel energy, I sense energy, I read energy, I transmit energy. Anything to do with energy, it's like the thing that I'm doing, and I'm like hypersensitive, and like I had to learn how to transform it into all those gifts, and as well as a projector 6'2". Anyone who knows human design, it's what we came here to do basically. So I do that. I look deeply at your energy. I communicate to your energy. So in this, my one-on-one sessions as well, I talk to people, but I really talk to the energy field. Like, it goes way beyond the mind. I don't like to stay in the mind for a long time. And then through that, we uncover and unveil the things, the layers, and it goes like that. It really goes like that. Because you have someone on the other side that is your reflection mirroring back to you very fast on what it is that needs to shift and supporting you in shifting it. At the end, you are the one who's doing the shift. That's not my responsibility. But I am here to guide you. And I only work with people that are deeply ready, deeply committed, and, so like, yes, I do anything that are really a hell. Yes. So usually that's why we get the results. So yes, before I work with someone, I need to know that this is the case, because otherwise I won't even, waste my breath. And I'm saying that with a lot of love. Everyone is wherever they need to be, and it's all good. But then in that work we do together, we go so deep to dismantle the things, and then we open up the chalice for the divine to finally flow in, and it is already constantly trying to enter you. It is flowing. I mean, even that I'm talking here and breathing is the divine, right? Am I making my heart beat? Am I making that my blood goes through the veins? It's some great mystery that is doing that. But then it's just our minds and our emotions that is stopping the flow, and really the flow is the magic as well. Yeah. So, beautiful beings of the light and the dark and everything, right? Because the dark and the light are essentially as well beautifully intertwined and really one. If you are ready to create this life of magic, in first releasing all the layers, stories, beliefs, all of that inside you that keep you trapped, that keep you as well in doubt, that keep you in I cannot, it's not too good to be true, I'm not worthy, blah, blah, blah. We're going to release all of that. And then we really bring in the juicy energy of your vision of what it is that you want to create in your life, or how do you want your life to look like. And with all transparency, I'm not promising that, you know, if you say, I want to have this and I want to make this much money and I want to have a beloved and that you are going to have that, because at the end, it's on some level, it is divine destiny. But what I am promising is that in the work with me, you are definitely going to come out completely transformed on the other side, and definitely be connected and living in your magic. I can promise that. And usually from that space, you are going to manifest the things that you as well want to create, because they are important, right? So, if you are ready for this, if you are ready to live in deep magic, in deep overflow, in deep abundance, and really from an inner place of fullness and joy, I invite you to book a free Clarity Soul call with me. So as I say, it's completely free. We will sit down together and map out your divine journey on how you can get there, on the things that you need, the things that you need to release, the obstacles on your way, and the things that you want to bring in and how to do that. We'll map all of that out together completely for free. I'm going to take my full presence, my full time to be there with you in juiciness and in love. And then we go from there. We see if I can help you, if you want to do it alone, whatever it is. But this is really about me giving you a moment to support you in this, and then you choosing how you want to create it. But that is my sacred gift and my sacred offering to you, to create this miracle magic map together. So if you're ready for this, if you want this, if you're feeling it, I'm going to pop in the link into the comments, or into after I'll finish this. I don't know if Roxy, my assistant, is here. If so, you can pop in the link. And if not, I'm going to put it into the description, and you can book the call with me, and we'll go from there. All right, beloved ones, it was so wonderful to be here with you all. I know that many of you are going to watch the replay as well. Thank you so much for joining in. Please, if you are watching the replay, share with me how you feel about this. Share your experience, and as well hashtag replay. Just say hi. I really love to always see your comments. It's really inspiring for me. It's inspiring for me to see and to know that this is serving you and that this is helping you. So please, 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 I would be really grateful for your feedback there. All right, and anyone who just hopped on, we're about to close off, but please go back into the live stream and watch the video, posting it on my page now. I love you all, and I see you next week, same place, same time, for another Divine Power Life. Mwah.